What if your favorite celebrity's life hung by a thread in a chilling encounter with death? Imagine surviving a brutal murder attempt and living to tell the tale. Stories filled with shocking twists and heart-pounding danger. These aren't just tales from the big screen. They're the terrifying reality for some of the world's most famous faces. From near-death escapes to unbelievable acts of courage, these moments have left a lasting mark on their lives. Join us as we dive into the harrowing true stories of celebrities who've survived murder attempts.
Since the love that you left is all that I get, I want you to know.
In 2012, Justin Bieber was the target of a gruesome and almost unthinkable plot. Dana Martin, an inmate already serving time for murder, became obsessed with the pop star. From behind bars, Martin concocted a horrifying plan to have Bieber kidnapped, castrated, and ultimately strangled. Even more chilling, Martin recruited a former inmate to carry out the plan once he was released. Fortunately, the plot was foiled before it could unfold, but the idea that someone could plot such a brutal attack on a pop star is terrifying. Fame may bring fortune, but it can also attract dangerous obsession.
Away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to...
Armed officers arrested 7 men and 2 women after a tip-off from the Murdoch-owned News of the World.
In 2002, Victoria Beckham, former Spice Girl turned fashion designer, was nearly the victim of a terrifying kidnapping plot. 5 men, including Anton Rogan, planned to abduct her for ransom, targeting both Victoria and her children. The plan was disturbingly detailed, aiming to snatch her from her family's luxury home and demand millions. Thankfully, undercover reporters from News of the World uncovered the plot before it could be executed. It's a chilling reminder that even in the glamorous world of fame, danger can lurk nearby, with greed and crime threatening to tear families apart in an instant.
People talking, they talk about me. They know my name, they think they know.
In 2006, Hilary Duff's life was in serious danger when a Russian teen named Maxim Myaskovsky developed an obsession with the actress. Myaskovsky not only stalked Duff, but went as far as to plan her murder. His disturbing fixation pushed him to attempt getting close enough to carry out his deadly intentions. Fortunately, authorities stepped in before the situation escalated, arresting him after he made alarming threats online. For Duff, known for her wholesome roles, this was a frightening reminder of the dark side of fame, where admiration can quickly spiral into something far more dangerous.
Think you're all about me, but I'm all about you. Turn the lights down.
Some of the best street food I've ever eaten was in Asia. Every one of those little markets was filled with smells of delicious food that...
In 2011, Gordon Ramsay found himself in the crosshairs of Costa Rican drug lords while filming a documentary about illegal shark finning. His investigations into the black market trade angered some very powerful people. In one terrifying encounter, Ramsay and his crew were doused with gasoline, an unmistakable warning to back off. They narrowly escaped, but it was a chilling brush with death that showed Ramsay the true danger behind the camera. It's hard to believe that the chef we see berating contestants on TV was once dodging cartel enforcers in a life-or-death confrontation. Sometimes, fighting for the truth comes with a deadly price. September 12, 1996 was nearly Bjork's last day on Earth. Ricardo Lopez, an obsessed fan, mailed the Icelandic singer an acid bomb disguised as a book, planning to disfigure and kill her. Lopez, who had been recording his disturbing thoughts and plans on video, took his own life after sending the deadly package. Thankfully, police intercepted the bomb before it reached Bjork. The sheer horror of someone's twisted fixation leading to such violence is unnerving. For Bjork, the trauma of this incident was deeply personal, as it showed just how dark and dangerous obsessive fandom can become.
I saw her today at the reception.
In 1969, rock legend Mick Jagger became the target of a deadly plot by the infamous Hells Angels. After the violent events at the Rolling Stones' Altamont concert, where the Angels were hired for security, Jagger distanced himself from the gang. Furious at being shunned, the Angels devised a plan to attack Jagger's home by boat. Luckily, a storm thwarted their attempt, sparing Jagger from a potential assassination. It's mind-blowing to think that a rock icon who helped shape an era narrowly avoided a deadly confrontation orchestrated by those who once guarded him. Sometimes, fame brings enemies where you least expect them. On December 30th, 1999, George Harrison came face to face with death when an intruder, Michael Abram, broke into his home. Armed with a knife, Abram brutally attacked the former Beatle, stabbing him multiple times. Harrison's wife, Olivia, heroically fought off the attacker, ultimately saving her husband's life. Harrison, already a peaceful man who survived the chaos of fame, was left shaken by the ordeal. He later reflected on the violence, saying it felt like Abram wasn't a burglar, he came to kill me. This terrifying encounter left a scar on Harrison's life, both physically and emotionally, proving that even legends aren't immune to the darkest threats. On June 3, 1968, iconic artist Andy Warhol was critically wounded by a woman who once worked with him, Valerie Solanas. Solanas, the radical feminist author of the Scum Manifesto, became enraged after Warhol rejected a script she had written. In a moment of extreme vengeance, she entered his studio and shot him point blank. Warhol barely survived the attack, suffering life-altering injuries that left him physically weakened for the rest of his life. The shooting not only changed Warhol personally, but also left a dark stain on the art world, highlighting how creative collaborations can turn tragically violent. On December 3, 1976, Bob Marley's life was nearly cut short by a group of gunmen who invaded his Kingston home. Just days before he was scheduled to perform at a politically charged concert, Marley, along with his wife Rita and manager Don Taylor, was shot by the attackers. Many believe the assault was politically motivated, as Marley's influence extended far beyond music, impacting Jamaica's heated political landscape. Remarkably, Marley survived the attack and performed at the concert, even with a bullet wound. His resilience that night wasn't just a testament to his strength, but a symbol of courage in the face of violence. Organized crime and Jackie Chan aren't two things you'd normally put together, but before his big break in the United States, Chan claims he had some pretty intense run-ins with Chinese gangsters, all thanks to director Lo Wei. According to Chan, gang members started harassing him as soon as he landed, even firing shots at him at the airport. To protect himself, Chan began carrying weapons, and not just any. He reportedly armed himself with 2 guns and 6 grenades. He says he had to use them when gangsters cornered him with knives at a Hong Kong restaurant. Sounds wild, right? But with Jackie Chan's incredible stories, who's going to doubt him? These celebrities have faced what many of us can't even imagine. Their resilience reminds us of how fragile and precious life truly is. Have these stories changed the way you see fame and danger? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more unbelievable true stories like this one. Thank you for watching, and we hope to see you in our next video.